I transmigrated into the body of a man who was merely a substitute for a sick person. Right then, the sickly female CEO, who had fallen ill because of her first love, returned to the country. Holding a black card, she forced me to sign the divorce papers. I never loved you. This is your compensation. My system warned. Absolutely do not agree. The female lead doesn't know she has a terminal system glitch. Just hold on for a month. When her illness flares up, her first love will abandon her. At that time, if you stay by her side to care for her, her regret level will reach maximum before she logs out. You will receive a $50 million reward and a chance to be reborn in the real world. I immediately caught the key point. As long as I maximize her regret, the mission is complete, right? Then I can't just divorce. I must use emotions to make her regret. Without waiting for the system to finish, I decisively took the black card from Serafina's hand. Divorce is fine, but I need more money. You want me to be the victim who cares for her only to hand her back to that scumbag? No way. I have plenty of ways to make her regret. Seeing me take the card, Serafina's face instantly darkened. What are you playing at? You just said you loved me truly and wouldn't divorce even for $20 million. You couldn't even pretend for long. The system in my head kept screaming, what are you doing? The female lead has no feelings for you. You're just a substitute. If you divorce, how will you finish the mission? Admit you love her. I ignored the system's screams and looked at the woman before me. Truly a CEO, red lips, wavy hair, and a high-end tailored suit that emphasized her noble aura. However, her gaze was icy, looking at me not as a husband of 3 years, but as trash about to be discarded. As long as CEO Serafina provides the cash on the spot, I will cut all emotional ties immediately. I guarantee I won't bother your first love. I smiled and tucked the black card away. Looking at the agreement on the table. Only $10 million? That's too little. That's 3 years of my youth. Serafina's expression grew even more somber, and the regret level above her head spiked. As expected, you were acting all along. You don't love me. You only agreed to be with me for money, didn't you? The system was ecstatic. The female lead is starting to feel regret. I sneered. CEO Serafina, we are adults. Talking about feelings only wastes money. I gave up my career for you, is that not worth something? For 3 years of youth and freedom, is asking for more compensation too much? Serafina held her breath. You are threatening me. The system shouted. Regret level increased by 10 points. Very good, she's regretting wanting the divorce. $20 million plus this villa, and I'll sign right now. The regret level above her head finally dropped back to 0. Don't regret this. She called her lawyer to revise the divorce settlement. I happily signed and urged her to go to the Civil Affairs Bureau. Hurry up, they're about to close. On the way, Serafina's face was as black as coal until she received a call from Ethan, which softened her expression. After the divorce was finalized, Ethan, wearing a mask, came forward to greet Serafina. I knew you'd choose me. I've prepared a party. Come to my house tonight. Facing his provocative gaze, I smiled. As expected, CEO Serafina and Mr. Ethan are a perfect match. You two go ahead and chat. I won't disturb you. I pushed him aside and started to walk away, but she pulled me back. You really can't wait to leave me? Nothing left to say. I subconsciously touched my nose. I forgot. Right. Under her expectant gaze, I called the butler and told him to pack all of Serafina's belongings in the villa and move them out. I covered the phone and looked at Ethan. Where do you live? Serafina nearly exploded. No need to bring them. Throw them all away. Liam Key, don't you regret this? He angrily pulled Ethan into the car and left. I watched their backs and sneered. I should be the one saying that. Serafina, are you ready for my tactics? Don't regret it when the time comes. Returning to the villa, the butler was supervising the removal of Serafina's items. Designer clothes, bags, and jewelry filled 2 trucks. The butler picked up an ancient chessboard. Mr. Liam, how should we handle this? I glanced at it and memories flooded back. The original host had given this chessboard to Serafina as a wedding gift 3 years ago. Take it to an auction house. I heard it's her family heirloom. Even if it can't be fixed, it'll fetch a high price. As for the rest, call a second-hand shop to collect them. She doesn't lack anything anyway. The butler worked quickly. In less than 2.5 hours, everything was handled. Seeing $15 million enter my account, I nearly jumped for joy. With the $20 million from the divorce, plus this $15 million, I was now a billionaire. The system coldly reminded me, if the female lead's regret level stays at 0 for more than 24 hours, the mission fails. You will be erased immediately. I told you not to divorce. That way, she'd regret not being with her first love every day. You could have one effortlessly. I snapped back, letting her regret, and then using every tactic to torment her. That's a real win. Is there something wrong with your brain? Just 1 month. Wait until she gets sick and Ethan runs away. Then we can complete the mission perfectly. Wait, even after the divorce, I still have to care for her until she logs out. Who's the real villain here, you or me? I'll not only make Serafina regret, but also make Ethan regret. Believe me? The system was provoked. If you can make both of them regret, I'll reward you with an extra 100 years of life in the real world. I was overjoyed. That night, lying in the bathtub, a perfect plan took shape. A news piece hit the hot search, showing Serafina having a can. Dwell at dinner with Ethan. Netizens commented, the CEO and the handsome guy are a match. Where's that other guy? Do you even need to ask? He's definitely been dumped. I never liked him anyway. He did nothing but spend money. Others doubted. It's just friends having dinner. Serafina was so devoted to that pampered man for 3 years. I heard she even gave him a golden cage. Looking at these comments, Serafina swirled her wine glass, her red lips curling. Let's see how much longer you can pretend. In her eyes, although she married me to spite others, after 3 years together, my possessiveness over her had gone beyond control. In her mind, I absolutely couldn't accept her suddenly stopping her love, so she deliberately provoked me. She texted, just admit you still love me, and the divorce papers can be cancelled. I almost burst out laughing. Hasn't the opportunity arrived? I posted a photo of the golden cage being removed along with the redacted divorce agreement. Parting ways. Peace to all. The hot search exploded instantly. The system screamed. Serafina's regret level surged to 50. Serafina returned in the middle of the night with red eyes, but I had already changed the locks. Liam, why did you post the divorce agreement without permission? Even if we divorce, you can only belong to me. I sent the recording of her banging on the door and screaming to Ethan, Serafina, I can't keep you anymore. As expected, Ethan cursed angrily, you're just my substitute. No matter what tricks you play, you can't beat me. But she clearly cares about me. She said I'll always be hers. When I was married to her, you were nothing. I have 1,000 ways to make you disappear. I hung up. The system finally understood my intent. You want them to get married? Exactly. When the female lead gets sick, he won't be able to escape the responsibility. Both will regret it. Good plan, but there's still a month left. What if they find out? I smiled wickedly. No WH. Adifs. Just watch me perform. The next day, I went to see my old agent, Cora. She was shocked that I wanted to return to the entertainment industry. CEO Serafina never liked you being in the spotlight. I want to act, but I'm afraid she'll be angry. We're divorced. She can't control me anymore. Sister Cora was hesitant. I'll try to help. If CEO Serafina doesn't agree, there's nothing I can do. She will agree. I have a way to handle her. I casually messaged Ethan. She clearly cares more about me. She won't even let me act. I heard you're joining a production. Go ahead, prove who she loves more. When the time comes, you'll be the one to kick stones. Ethan was provoked again and sent a voice message. You're just a loser. I want everyone to see who truly deserves her. That night, I heard from Sister Cora. Serafina had agreed to let me join the production, and she even spent a large sum for Ethan to adjust the script. I was the second male lead. Before heading to the set at an auction, Serafina saw the chessboard I had sold. She nearly went mad and wanted to buy it back to confront me, but found I had blocked her long ago. I was busy filming commercials and modeling for 7 days. The system reminded me, the female lead's regret level is gradually decreasing. Until the day I joined the set, the system suddenly alerted me. Serafina looked at me in shock, her regret spiking again. Master, you're amazing. Just one smile made her regret. To beat a first love, you must use another first love. Realizing her gaze, Ethan was nearly losing it. He leaned into my ear and whispered, a substitute like you dares to compete with me? I'll make her completely loathe you. The director called out, can we hurry up? I'm in a rush, I'm getting a divorce in 20 days. The system said calmly, her regret level is at 30, meaning she still doesn't want to divorce. I acted immediately. The night before they were to register, I pulled her off my block list and asked, if we didn't divorce, what would you do tomorrow? She got excited immediately and called. I didn't answer, just texted, then stay away from Ethan. I'll find a way. Just come back to me, and I'll handle everything. I sneered and sent the screenshot to Ethan. See? You're about to fail. He typed for a long time, finally sending, just wait. Tomorrow I will definitely make her divorce you and then marry me. The next day, in front of the Civil Affairs Bureau, just as Serafina was about to cancel the papers, the media arrived. To her shock, Ethan appeared in full formal wear with roses and a diamond ring, kneeling on one knee. We've missed 20 years. Let's not miss any more. Marry me. Before Serafina could answer, he turned to me. Mr. Liam, thank you for caring for Serafina these past 3 years. Please keep your distance from now on. You're the past. Serafina tried to pull him up, her eyes red. Do you really care for her more? If so, I'll leave after this play is over and never bother you again. In the end, the childhood first love wins. Serafina didn't want to be embarrassed in public and agreed. Ethan cheered and stood up to hug her tightly. Then, let's finish the divorce with him. Serafina, I want to marry you right now. Serafina hesitated, but couldn't withstand the crowd's cheers. I finally received the divorce certificate I wanted and watched as they registered their marriage in front of the whole internet. I breathed a sigh of relief. This time, even if Serafina gets sick, Ethan won't be able to escape. See? Liam, you'll never beat me. Ethan gloated near me. I smiled too. Sure, I hope you can keep smiling. Just as I said that, Serafina suddenly collapsed. Reporters and fans were horrified. Ethan turned pale and rushed to support his wife. What's wrong? Serafina wasn't fully unconscious. Her eyes were full of panic and confusion. Her whole body felt like it was clawing at the ground. She tried to push herself up, but her arms felt froze. She wanted to scream, but only short gasps came out. Someone shouted for an ambulance. Ethan woke up as if from a dream, trembling as he called emergency services. The reporter's lenses flashed incessantly, capturing the scene and blasting it online. A photo of Ethan holding Serafina, whose face was smeared with tomato sauce. Netizens were heartbroken. He really loves her. You can tell he's lost his soul with worry. That old pampered husband can't compare. He just stood there coldly watching. The CEO chose the right person. In the critical moment, we see Ethan is a man of deep affection. Soon, the hospital test results were released. A rare illness quickly topped the hot search. How could such a beautiful CEO have this disease? It's incurable. Luckily, she has her husband by her side, true love. If it were the ex-husband, he'd probably have run with the money. True love is so precious. Netizens flooded the comments. Brother, you are a true man. You two must stay strong and grow old together. We are with you. Outside the hospital, Ethan was so angry he almost crushed his phone. You knew all along, didn't you? This was your plan, he roared. I was on the other end. Calm down. The doctor said Serafina hadn't had a checkup in 6 months, letting the illness worsen. Am I a psychic? Didn't you always want to marry her? Why regret it now? I laughed. You were so smug this morning. Why aren't you laughing now? Were you born without the ability to smile? The call ended with the sound of a phone being smashed. Thinking of Ethan's collapsing face, I laughed until I could barely stand. Even the system couldn't help it. Host, this move was too cruel. Ethan is regretting to the point of madness. Believe me now? Next, I'll show them what heart-piercing means. The next day, I brought a gift and flowers to the hospital. Serafina lay on the bed with her eyes closed. Only the two of us were in the room. Ethan couldn't pretend anymore. With red eyes, he asked if I came to laugh. I shook my head and placed the flowers. I understand how you feel. This disease is incurable, but with her wealth, she can maintain her quality of life for over 10 years. So don't worry too much. Take good care of her. My words hit him like a punch. Hypocrite. Why are you here? You're gloating inside, aren't you? Happy you're divorced and pushed such a person onto me. Stop pretending. I saw Serafina's eyelids flicker. The system whispered. She hears everything. I immediately switched to a look of pain, sobbing. You know how much I love her. This time has just been about saving face, a forced performance. Because she loves you more, I had to leave. She hates me. But since she chose to marry you, I only want her to live well. Tears fell on the back of her hand, and her eyelashes trembled. Ethan almost went insane. Easy for you to say since you're not the one suffering. I wiped my tears and continued. That night I said I didn't want a divorce, but she still chose you. I accept my loss. After 3 years, I understand that feelings can't be forced. I choked back a sob. Please be good to her. The rest of her life is long. If you stay with her, I believe she'll be happy. Who are you performing this disgusting act for? Liam, are you trying to trick me? No, Mr. Ethan. Please don't speak in anger. Serafina is your wife now. She told everyone she'd love you forever. If you can't do it, where will your dignity go? Who said I married her for that? I never said I'd care for a half-dead person for the rest of my life. Ethan roared these words. I don't believe what the doctor said. She can only hold on for 10 years. 10 years? Do you know what 10 years means to an actor like me? Does it have any meaning? He went mad like a cat whose tail was stepped on. If I'd known, I wouldn't have come back to compete for this useless position with that waste. His face twisted as he grabbed my hand. Otherwise, I'll divorce her to help you. I don't care, WH. At domestic fans say, I'll go back abroad to develop my career. I noticed Serafina's hand move slightly. The system shouted. Her regret level has reached 70. Ethan, are you saying you don't love her at all? You only love her money and status. Don't be naive. Isn't that it? If not for the 100 million and that villa, I'd have divorced her. I took a card from my pocket and gave it to him. I left her only to help her. Her money, all her assets, and the money from the villa sale are on this card. A total of $180 million. I checked. This illness is very expensive. A top medical team costs at least 3 to 4 million a month. Use this card first. He angrily threw the card. This isn't even enough for 10 years. Do you know what she's facing at the corporation? The stock plummeted this morning. The shareholders are having an emergency meeting. As soon as she wakes up to sign the power of attorney, all shares and billions in assets will be separated. Her money will have nothing to do with me. I really didn't expect. Did you really only marry her for money? Ethan stopped pretending. Why else? I came from thousands of miles away to marry her for no benefit? Now that the shows have stopped, I have no reason to stay by her and waste my youth. The system reported the regret level at 80. I gripped his hand, looking pained. I knew you were this kind of person. If I'd known sooner, I wouldn't have let go. He sneered. It's not too late to regret. I won't stop you from caring for her. When she wakes up, I'll propose a divorce and settle with you. I sat by the bed, holding a glass of water, pretending to let tears fall on Serafina's face. Her eyes trembled violently, but she still didn't expose Ethan. Did your return and the divorce mess happen because of your rich kid girlfriend abroad? Ethan's face changed drastically. How do you know? Don't worry about how I know. I only care about her future. Since you chose her, don't be half-hearted. Her future. E is only you. Don't let her down. Liam, I have a proposal. If you want, we can cooperate to act for a while to stabilize public opinion and the hot search. When the time is right, you'll propose to remarry her and I'll go back abroad. I was stunned by his audacity. What do you think? I'm doing this for everyone's good. Ethan sighed. During this time, I realized the one I love most is Daisy, not Serafina. You love her and she lacks someone who truly loves and cares for her. All three of us get what we want. Isn't that great? Her limbs trembled violently. The system said the regret was about to explode. I immediately added fuel to the fire. What if she doesn't agree? Don't worry. Once she realizes the one who truly loves her is you and treasures you like a gem, she will agree. Sure enough, not long after I left, Ethan started acting. He deliberately invited many reporters to surround the bed, kneeling and holding her hand. Serafina, heaven is too unfair to you. Don't worry, I will always be with you. Serafina frowned as if trying to pull her hand away but couldn't. Hiding in the crowd, I clearly saw a few tears fall from the corners of her eyes. Reporters rushed to capture it. Everyone felt this was touching love. I almost laughed. Those tears were likely out of rage. A cold person like her hearing the person she loved say such fake words probably wanted to tear him apart right then. Unfortunately, her body didn't allow it. System. Next we just wait to see how the system glitch strikes back. Before leaving, I hired 24/7 nurses and a private investigator. Once settled, I drove to a real estate center and threw the black card Ethan had just tossed onto the table. Show me your most expensive penthouse. In the following days, I began to enjoy a luxurious life. Yachts, bars, indulgence every day. After all, I'd be leaving soon and couldn't take the money with me. But every morning, I'd pretend to be somber and go to the hospital to talk to her. The Istam said every time I visited, she heard Ethan complaining and cursing, so when I spoke, she had been drowning in tears of regret for a long time. Until Ethan lost patience and didn't want to act anymore, Serafina fully regained consciousness. She looked at him, pretending to be shocked while secretly crying. Ethan held her and comforted her softly. Reporters recorded the touching love. Netizens praised him as a good man. He couldn't hide his disgust, pushed her away, and called me. The moment she saw me, she hugged me and sobbed. Ethan seized the opportunity. Do you want to see Liam? If not, I'll head out. I coldly interrupted him. Serafina, the doctor said your emotions shouldn't be agitated. If seeing me makes you uncomfortable, I won't show up again. I turned to leave immediately. Ethan couldn't even catch up. Those two are about to be tortured to the point of logging out. For a while, I continued my extravagant life and hired people to leak it online. Netizens called the ex-husband a white-eyed wolf, thinking Ethan was forced to stay and care for her. Her temper grew worse. She'd curse and throw things. Ethan really couldn't take it and urged me to come to the hospital to take her back in front of reporters. Ethan cried, saying this period hadn't been easy and she called my name every day. I've done my best, but the only person she wants is her ex-husband. So I've decided to withdraw and settle you too. Serafina, do you agree? She looked at me through blurred tears. Liam, now I know who loves me most and see my own heart. Can we get back together? He and Ethan were certain I'd nod, but I painfully shook my head. Serafina, broken things can't be put back together, just like that chessboard. I love you, but I can't be with you anymore. It wouldn't be fair to either of us. Those 3 years as a substitute were ended by my own choice. I don't want to gamble anymore. I ignored their shock and walked away. The system screamed, regret level at 95. After I refused, netizens started attacking me. He has a chance to remarry and won't take it. But some doubted. Why does Ethan seem fake? If he loves her, why bring so many people to make a request like this? Ethan grew more frustrated, but he could do nothing but maintain his devoted image. On his 30th birthday, Ethan received brand sponsorships and, in front of the whole internet, gave Serafina 30 gifts. She indifferently toasted him and said she had a gift in return. Then she released all the videos recorded during that time. In the video, Ethan was in the kitchen cooking soup with a malicious face, sneakily adding high doses of candy. When are you going to log out? Want to imprison my freedom? In the hospital room, after feeding her and confirming she was asleep, he punched her face. Log out early. A waste is better off dead than being a burden. Social media exploded. Disgusting. Ethan turned pale and screamed to turn off the live stream. Serafina laughed maniacally. Liam, see? I was wrong. I betrayed your love for the scoundrel. Today, I'll compensate you. Having said that, black tomato sauce suddenly poured from her mouth. Ethan knelt in panic. What did you put in the wine? Your life-saving medicine. Your precious medicine. You betrayed your vow and wanted to discard me. If we log out together. He spat out a mouthful of black tomato sauce and fell motionless. Serafina struggled to call me. Liam, can you say you love me again? I took a deep breath. Serafina, I am not Liam. The person who loved you logged out long ago. You were the one who made him log out. Her eyes were full of despair as she collapsed. Congratulations, host. Mission complete. Regret level reached 100. I returned to the real world, receiving $50 million and 100 years of life. Congratulations on enjoying your life.